6.0. And I got to say, give a shout out to the art team. The art looks amazing. We've got a lot of interesting things here in the notes before the game goes live. It looks like tonight Doctor Strange will be added to the game. That's Heartless Doctor Strange, and he's going to be an event campaign character. I'm expecting the event campaign to start maybe 10 days away or so. Recruit Apocalypse First Horseman of the Morgan Le Fay, the Pestilence Scourge event. No date on that yet. Conquer a map of nodes in a quest for the highest run score possible. Earn more points by adjusting the difficulty and activating Scourge effects to either bolster enemies or cause detrimental effects to your team during a run. The higher the score, the more Morgan Le Fay shards you can earn. And I'm expecting to stream this like constantly. This is going to give me something to do, man. You probably can redo it over and over and over again. Arriving over the course of this release, enhance your roster with 5 new playable characters. Morgan Le Fay, Doctor Strange, who's coming out tonight, or at least the offers are, according to the YouTube video. Agatha Harkness, Wong, and Madeline Pryor. Madeline Pryor, there's a separate video on that was released earlier this morning. Check it out. Looks interesting. Looks like it's going to be a defensive war team, a boost to the Marauders for sure. Ability and stat improvements for Scarlet Witch, Strife, Mystique, and Mr. Sinister. Now, the stat improvements for Strife, Mystique, and Mr. Sinister are not in this post, but here they are right here. You can see them right here. And then there's some questions about Scarlet Witch's armor, which I'm sure we will get a more definitive answer on Scarlet Witch's armor once MSF.GG comes back online. New costumes for Polaris, Misty Knight, Storm, Black Bolt, and Moon Knight. And just keep in mind that there's going to be a lot of stuff here talking about the anniversary. Anniversary for Marvel Strike Force is the 28th, which is about 6 days away. New Scourge event, Pestilence, earned character shards for the Apocalypse First Horseman, Morgan Le Fay. No word on the date on that. Celebrate Marvel Strike Force 4th anniversary. Happy birthday with the Celebration Incantation event. Again, the 28th is the 4-year anniversary mark. Assemble a top squad in the limited time unyielding trait. So this is the trait for the Doctor Strange Heartless event campaign, Forbidden Knowledge. Now, currently, right now, we have the Dr. Voodoo event campaign running. So that's going to run for like another 3 days, if I remember correctly, 3-4 days. And then probably 10 days from now, if my best guess, probably like a week from Thursday or something like that, we'll get a Doctor Strange event campaign. I love event campaigns. He's a 2-star unlock, and I believe that event campaigns are the most player-friendly release method for new characters. Event campaign updates, new heroic difficulty and updated rewards. They mentioned this in the last blog post. Heroic difficulty rewards, teal gear, and completing a heroic difficulty mission automatically earns first-time rewards for both the hard and the heroic difficulty. So that will be released with the Doctor Strange event. Settings update. The setting menus has been modified. The web hub can be accessed at marvelstrikeforce.com. I don't know exactly what that means. We have to take a look at that when that goes live. Log-on achievement update. New log-on achievement added, and gold has been added to several existing log-on achievements. Yeah, it seems to me that after you got over 1,440 days played, the number of days played just disappeared, and so maybe I'll be able to see how many days I've played. Hopefully they reward the gold for the existing log-on achievements, so hopefully I'm going to log in and have a bunch of gold when the game finally goes live. Red Star update. This is kind of a big deal, man. Minions have been removed from the Elite 6 and Elite 7 Red Star Orb, and then 2 additional slots have been added to the supply section of the Elite Store. About time. I think that's a big deal, right? Finally, so I know a lot of people have been saving their Elite 6s and 7. I know I have. I have a 7 that I'm sitting on because I did not want to pull a minion. This is going to feel so much better knowing that I'm not going to pull a hand assassin or some garbage. But with my luck, I'll pull Nobu, right? All right. Roster update. Improved sorting functionality by Red Star promotion and a new non-minion filter added. Cool. Real-time arena update. A requeue button now appears post-match so that you can immediately start another battle with the same squad. I'll take it. We weren't asking for that, but I'll take it. Advanced option update. Now you can hide unusable save squads. Cool. And then another one. Item stores. Item counts in the store will show by default starting at level 40. That's cool. That's one that I always have turned on. Advanced update. The quick alliance menu now show by default starting at level 50. Okay, Bug fixes, of course, the good old text fix. Whenever it's easier to change the text than to change the code, or it's just a hassle, anyways. These look like they're in the player's favor. This applies to Dr. Octopus, ultimate ability, and Proxima Midnight special ability Star Throw. We're missing this attack cannot be counterattacked. Okay, that's fine. Deathpool's passive ability, Death Comes for All, was incorrectly triggering after she eliminated by Doom special ability Doomsday Dictator. And I'm guessing that they're not going to change the way that Deathpool's passive currently works, which is kind of a little bit annoying to me, where if Deathpool's passive attack kills a character, no energy is created. I don't think they're going to change that, is what my understanding. Icarus' passive ability, Eternal Leader, was incorrectly granting defense up and speed up to the most injured ally. If that ally had any negative effect, cleared up on Icarus' turn. Cool. And then I think this is a big deal, and I'll explain why. Kate Bishop's passive ability, Stubborn Defiance, was not attacking a random enemy and applying blind and slow when an ally drops to less than 50% health outside of the Alliance War game mode. So Kate Bishop was not doing this, and I think this is going to make Young Avengers a very important PvE team, specifically in Tower Mode and probably the Scourge event, because they have a lot of sustain and they're going to be very good. And this will make them a lot more viable when this is working correctly. Players were unable to back out of the save squad select screen if a character assets were still loading. And then players were incorrectly allowed to donate twice to the Alliance if they donated at the time of the daily reset. So this is the issue, the exploit that was causing all the ruckus on the core donation Alliance event, the Stark one. Players were incorrectly allowed to donate twice to their Alliance if they donated at the time of the daily reset. So apparently this has been fixed. It's been acknowledged publicly. Now, they had attempted fixing this once before and somehow it got unwound. I'm hoping that this works. And if they ever do an event like that again, there's no more exploiting issues, whatever you want to call it. Whatever, right? It's finally about time. Animation when opening a T1 ISO 8 orb was momentarily choppy. I've noticed that a lot. Test fix. The T1 level 3 ISO upgrade text incorrectly included gain war ready. That shouldn't happen until T1 level 4. The combat behavior was correct, remains unchanged. They fixed a choppy animation on Elsa Bloodstone, and also Morbius' hand was going through other characters, the squad select screen. This is a big deal right here. Let me tell you, because as you know, if you've played inside of Doom raids, the tech nodes are a mess. And I actually, part of the key to surviving the Doom 2.3, let's say, is having defense up from Shuri. But the problem is that you won't be, her ability won't be ready to the next mission if she dies. And so a lot of people were putting Fortifier on her, but then she wasn't giving herself energy, and then her special ability to give the defense up wouldn't be ready for the next node. So this is a huge, drastic change for me personally. This was directly affecting me. Shuri's special ability, Instant Upgrade, was not generating the +1 ability energy for herself or allies when she was equipped with the T2 Blue ISO level 3 for the Fortifier class, because a problem with Shuri is she was not surviving with the healer ISO, but she will survive with the Fortifier, but then her special ability to be on cooldown by the time you get to the second node. I can't wait to check this out, actually. I'm pretty probably that's the biggest deal to me so far in this post. Kate Bishop's special ability, Empty the Quiver, was triggering the hit reaction for animations of Young Avenger allies while on war defense. On the squad select screen, the particles glowing Magneto's animation were nearly brighter than the sun. We dimmed this animations. Yeah, Magneto's balls were bright. My goodness. Test fix. T2 ISO Blue level 3 should have stated the character will gain 2 stacks of minor defense on their next turn. Okay. And then Misty Knight was returning to position without a firearm after defeating an enemy with their special ability. Armed response. Now, this is, if you had problem with the 13%, it's still a little buggy apparently, and they give a workaround to get around it initially, and they said that they're going to continue working on fixing on this. A bug was partially corrected that caused some players not to load past 13% while connecting via mobile data with certain characters. Screw you, T-Mobile! I guess had something to do with T-Mobile, but they don't have T-Mobile in Australia, and I know a lot of people in Australia had this problem. Maybe it was a similar carrier. I don't know. Those affected players can now connect, but might see the game stall when downloading assets. As a workaround, connect by Wi-Fi. So, oh my God. So if you're in patch day, you have to connect for the first time on Wi-Fi. In the options, advanced, toggle the features, download all assets on Wi-Fi. Now, I always do this, download all assets on Wi-Fi, but it always seems like some things don't download. Like I'll download everything, it does its thing for like a couple minutes, and then I load into Arena, and then I still see assets being downloaded. I don't know. I hope this works. After all assets have been downloaded, there shouldn't be any connection issue through mobile data. We're working on correcting this asset download issue. Okay, I'm not going to read all of the reworks here. The one thing that, because this has been covered in other videos, armor on Scarlet Witch, her armor before was 0. And so we're not entirely sure what 94% means. I guess that she has a base stat of 1. There's a couple characters that have no armor. That'd be like Kingpin, Swarm, and Scarlet Witch. Two things. So this is a little bit confusing. And like I said, this data should be available on MSF.gg as soon as the website comes back up. What her actual armor stats look like. But right now, it's still a little unknown. But other than that, she's getting a significant boost. And then also, a lot of people were wondering if her passive was getting a rework. Well, no mention whatsoever of her passive. And it looks like she kind of got a little bit shortchanged. A lot of people were extremely disappointed with Scarlet Witch rework. And then there's probably some people that have Dormammu's that were excited because they were going to just swap out Dormammu for Scarlet Witch. Yeah, it feels like they did it a little dirty, but it is what it is. Let me know what you think in the comment section. And as always, thanks for watching. Keep on gaming.